Welcome to the Master Meditation course. In this section, you will know about the basic methods of meditation and how to establish a meditative consciousness and what is the benefit of establishment of meditative consciousness. Greetings all of you. My name is Daljit K Virk, your meditation teacher. In meditation, our mind plays a main role. We practice full awareness in order to realize liberation, peace, joy, and total wellness in our everyday lives. Liberation and happiness are linked to each other. If there is liberation, there is happiness. A greater liberation brings greater happiness. We know that if there is liberation, peace, and joy exist in the present moment, we do not need to wait for 15 or 20 years to realize them, right? They are available as soon as we begin to practice. However modest these elements may be, they basis for greater liberation, peace, and joy in the present and future. To practice meditation is to look deeply in order to see into the essence of things. Due to our insight and understanding, we can realize liberation, peace, and joy, and also our inner happiness. Our anger, anxiety, and fear, for instance, are the ropes that binds us to the sufferings. If we want to be liberated from them, we need to observe their nature, which is ignorance, the lack of clear understanding. When we misunderstand a friend and we may become angry at him, and because of that we may suffer. But when we look deeply into the situation, what has happened, we can end the suffering and misunderstandings. We understand the other person and his situation, our suffering will disappear and peace and joy will arise. So the first step is awareness. To what awareness? Awareness of the object. What object? You and your surroundings. And the second step is looking deeply at the object to shed light on it. Therefore, mindfulness means awareness, and it also means looking deeply within and without. You are the prop here to utilize the element of meditation. The first establishment of mindfulness is the body, which includes the breath, the positions of the body, the actions of the body, and the parts of your body, and 5 elements of which the body is composed. So let us learn about the first exercise, is conscious breathing, or we can also say it mindful breathing. In these days it is called mindful breathing meditation. How to do it? In this exercise, participant plays a very simple yet very powerful work. He or she goes to the forest or park or the foot of a tree or an empty room and sits down in a lotus position. Holds his body straight and establishes mindfulness in front of him or her. He breathes in and aware that he is breathing in. He breathes out and he aware that he is breathing out. The first practice is the full of awareness of breathing. Nothing else. Just focus on breathe in and breathe out and become aware at the same time. When you breathe in, you know that you are breathing in. When you breathe out, you know that you are breathing out. Practicing in this way, your breathing becomes conscious breathing. This exercise is simple, yet its effects are very profound. To succeed, we must put our whole mind into our breathing, nowhere else. For instance, as we follow our breathe in, we need to be watchful of distracting thoughts. As soon as a thought such as I forget to turn off the light sometime, to forget the shut door, and thoughts about the people we met yesterday, and so on. Many other thoughts arise, and your breathing is no longer a conscious breathing or mindful breathing, as you are thinking about something else. You are thinking about to shut the door, right? To succeed, your mind needs to stay focused on your breathing for the entire length of your each breath. As you breathe, your mind is one with your breath. That is the meaning of mindfulness of the body in the body. Anyone can succeed in this practice of a single conscious breath. If you continue, breathe consciously for 21 times every day without your mind going astray, then you have taken a valuable step on the path of practice meditation. So apply it for regular 3 days to be master of your breathing system. If one can practice conscious breathing for 10 minutes, an important change will take place within. This is how can practice as simple as bring about such important results. And now, what are the results that it can bring about? The first result of mindful or conscious breathing is returning to ourselves. In everyday's life, we often get lost in forgetfulness. Our mind chases after thousands of things, and we rarely take the time to come back to ourselves. When we have been lost in forgetfulness like that for a long time, we lose touch with ourselves and we feel alienated from ourselves. This phenomenon is very common to our lives. Mindful breathing is a marvelous way to return to ourselves, to connect ourselves. When we are aware of breath, we come back to ourselves as quick as flash of lightning. Like a child who returns home after a long journey, we feel that the warmth of our heart and we find ourselves again. Coming back to ourselves is already a remarkable success on the path of the practice of meditation. Because being succeeded in mindful breathing is making a pathway that will lead you to the advanced level of meditation, right? So now the second result of conscious breathing is that you come to contact with life in the present moment. The only moment when you can touch life, the life which is in you and around you, wonderful and abundant. If you cannot be in contact with it, you are not living your lives. You should not be imprisoned by regret about the past, anxieties for the future, or attachments and aversions in the present. So, well, I think so. To breathe with full awareness is a miraculous way to untie the knots of regret and anxiety and to be touched with your life in the present moment. When you feel your breathing, you are already at ease, no longer dominated by our anxieties and longings. As we breathe mindfully, our breath becomes more regular and internal peace and joy arise and become more stable with every moment. Relying on our breathing, we come back to ourselves and are able to restore the oneness of our body and mind. This integration allows us to be in real contact with what is happening in the present moment, which is the real essence of your life. This is what is essential information includes in the technique of mindful breathing and conscious breathing. So enjoy it every day, in every moment. You will find within a few days that you have established a profound awareness by using nothing but only and only your breathing. Do it regular for 3 days, then I will add on the next step in your meditation that I have explained in the next video. If you don't know how to do mindful breathing, then here I give you the guided mindful meditation which is created by me for you. So you just listen it and follow the instructions and do it regular. If any query about first technique means mindful breathing, you can email me at info@daljitvirk.com. Stay blessed and stay happy.